What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Falling Up. Yes, indeed. How about that? Falling Up making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from David Wellman, and David wanted to see me react to this song by Falling Up called Rangers. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Falling Up Topic, okay? And the video has 8,700 views. Not gonna get you there, sorry. No, look, I'm sure the song is fine. I'm sure the video is fine, okay? Trust me, I'm sure everything's gonna be just fine. I'm just saying, 8,700 views, it's not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Rangers. That's all I got. I hope this is the right video. Look, this is the link that David gave me, so if this is not the right song, don't blame me. Look, I'm just using what was given to me. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Upstairs blinds like an apparition, like you didn't know that I was in the room, but it's obvious to me. All cut the outside line and change the combination, and have the internet to numbers in the game that only she will ever see. Blue light, rangers coming down the road. Clouds are changing, swallowing whole the backyard border, so I can't see the children's swings. Closed up, woodshop guarded with guns.
The intro's good. This has all been intro so far. I'm waiting for the song to kick in. It's building, and it's building, and it's building. And look, I like it when intros do build. I got no issue with that. My only issue is the length. It is a little long, if I'm being honest. It is. They probably could have cut it in half, you know. Instead of being at almost the 2-minute mark, we probably could have gotten into the song by now if they had just, you know, trimmed the fat a little bit. But it sounds good, and I like the direction that it's going. So far, so good. Let's keep going here. Once it kicked in, it got a lot better. It got a lot better. It came to life.
It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
No, the energy definitely kicked up. Once the song kicked in, it definitely kicked up. Vocally, it even came up another notch. Guitars came up, drums came up, everything came up. Yeah, so far so good, man. I'm not hearing anything I'm disliking from an instrumental standpoint. I'm not hearing anything I'm disliking from, you know, the chordal progression, the chordal flow, anything like that. No, everything sounds good. Everything makes sense. So I got no issue with it at all. We're right about halfway through. Cool. Let's keep going here.
Before a moment we will go. No, they will never cease. Forever they'll remember. She says no matter just how far they'll take her down, she will never break the code.
Different chordal progression that time. F sharp, down to E, F sharp, down to E again, G, up to A, B. Oh, I like the little bass line there. That was nice. Down to E, right? Back up to B again. Back up to B again. Yeah, okay. If I'm being honest, it is a little predictable. As far as their chordal progressions are going, it is a little predictable. They really like falling back on those riffs that have been used, 1,000 times. But here's the thing. And I know a lot of people you'll hear that and they'll say, oh, it sounds generic. Now, listen.
So we're all going to go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
Do they have a point? Yeah, they have a point. But here's the thing. There is a reason that these riffs have been used 1,000 times. There's a reason for that. You know what the reason is? 1, it sounds good. B, it's commercially acceptable. And 3, probably most importantly, every other band that has used those exact same riffs have had success using them. What's the problem? I've heard 100 bands use that riff before. Yeah, and they've all had success, haven't they? Oh, heaven forbid, a band comes along, uses the same riffs that other bands have had great success with, and they decide to use those same riffs, hoping that they'll have the exact same success. Oh, what a shame! What a tragedy! Give me a break, man. Get over yourselves. Seriously. People that have a problem with that, get over yourselves. Seriously. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to have the exact same level of success that other bands have had? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see a problem with that. I love listening to people when they say that. Oh, it sounds like every other band I've heard. Well, maybe you should think about expanding your horizons, Listen to some other bands that you've never listened to before, that in genres of music that you've never given a chance. You know what the funny thing is, though? You'll listen to other bands in other genres, other styles of music, and guess what? They're going to find a lot of those bands use the exact same riffs, too.
That's the fact, Jack! That's the fact, Jack!
Sorry, that's the truth. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Do we have an instrumental outro and we'll in the bed? How are they going to end it? Are they going to fade? Are they going to pull a nice, long, linear fade? Let's see. I can feel the fade coming. Oh, the drum's laid out. Hold on. There's the fade. There's the fade. Yeah. They fooled me for a second. I heard the drums lay out and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe they're gonna do one of those fade outs where it's actually a natural thing. It's an organic thing where they take out instrumentation and they have instruments laying out until it's down to a single instrument. But no, they took out the drums and I was like, oh, they're gonna do that. No, here comes the linear fade. That's okay. At least it was a quick one. At least it wasn't one of these drawn out 16-second long linear fades that just seems to go on forever and ever and ever. At least it wasn't that. It felt like about an 8-second fade. That's good. That's a good amount of time. That's all you need. That's all you really need. Honestly, there's really not a lot to talk about. So this may be a short review. I don't know, though. Depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Falling Up with Rangers. This was a request from David I thought about it, and I'm going to be honest with you folks, there really is not a lot to talk about. There really isn't. So, and the thing is, I've already talked about pretty much everything I was going to discuss during the course of the reaction. So I'm going to do my best just to hit some bullet points, just to kind of refresh, go over what we talked about briefly, and maybe keep this to be a short review. But then again, you know me, and I have a tendency to go off on tangents. I'll be the first to admit it, and sometimes I'll go off on a rant. Now, I don't see a rant coming. I already kind of did a little mini rant. I don't think I need to do another rant right now. But who knows? You know, once you get me rolling, man, who knows what's going to happen. Let's start off with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep. 7.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. I'm just going to address this first because I feel like this needs to be addressed, but I'm going to do my best to keep this short, okay? I know a lot of people are going to be listening to this and they're going to go, oh, I've heard 100 bands or 1,000 bands that sound exactly like this, and I've heard these riffs before, and I know I've heard, you know, everything they've done before. You know what? You guys, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You have. And all those bands that you're talking about have had some measure of success using these riffs, utilizing the exact same riffs that all these other bands have used and had some level of success, right? So what's your problem? I don't get it. I don't understand why people are so hung up on that and why people have such a problem with that. Oh, heaven forbid this band comes along and tries to follow in the exact same footsteps that other bands have done and had great success with. I say more power to them. I say best of luck to you guys. I hope you have the success that you're going for. I really do. And, you know, let's see what happens. Now, does it sound exactly the same? I don't think so. I think their instrumentation is a little bit different. A lot of these bands that have had the success using these riffs don't have a keyboard player. These guys do. As a matter of fact, they're pretty keyboard heavy. So I wouldn't say it sounds exactly the same. I think there's some definite differences there. So I don't know what the issue is with people who, you know, slam bands that sound like others and use the same riffs. I think Lemmy Kilmister said it best, man. He said, none of us are original. We're all thieves. And boy, he's not kidding. I mean, the music industry is rife with thievery. And that's okay. We all know it and we all understand it. And most importantly, us as musicians, we all accept it. Because there are going to be bands that steal from us. Yeah, absolutely there are. But that's okay. Maybe a year or two down the road, maybe they'll do something that we'll steal from. You know, we all know it, we all accept it, and we all understand it. So I don't have an issue with it. As far as this song goes, I liked it. First of all, I want to be very clear on that. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed listening to this. This was a fun listen. I had no issue with anything I heard except for one thing. And I'm just going to knock that one thing out of the park. I did feel like the intro was a little long. I did feel like it kind of went on and on and on. And I feel like they could have cut it in half and we would have been fine. I really think that. I think they could have taken about a good 30 to maybe 40 seconds off and made the song a little more streamlined. But, I mean, I understand, you know, a lot of bands like doing long intros. And look, if that's their shtick, if that's their thing, more power to them. I'm just personally not the biggest fan of it, but, you know, that's just me. Vocal quality, I think, sounded really good. I got no issue with anything the vocalist did at all. Is that he had good tone. He had really good range, too. His range was really good. I heard him get up high a couple of times, and it sounded strong. So, no issues there. The guitar playing and the bass playing, if I'm being honest, were kind of in the background. This was very keyboard forward, very keyboard heavy. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can still hear the guitar, you can still hear the bass. They just weren't as prominent as the keyboard was. And like I said, this might be their thing. This might be, you know, the type of sound that they're going for. It's more than likely intentional. Good. Okay, great. If that's the style of music that you're gonna go for, that's the sound you're gonna try to shoot for, then mission accomplished, guys. You guys did it. Congratulations. I wouldn't say anything I heard from the musicianship was spectacular, but it all got the job done. It all sounded really good. It sounded solid. It sounded clean. And at the end of the day, what more do you want? The drumming was really nice. I did like the drumming. Got a good tone, got a good sound, got nice, some nice fill work, setting up the next phrases. It was all setup work too. So that was really good. I liked that. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, the bass line. The one line, it's a simple bass line. On the B to the 7 to the 8, root 7 8 7 8. Root 7 8, root 7 8. It's an easy riff, guys. It's a super easy riff, but it's very effective especially when it came up in the mix like the way it did. It became very effective. The overall, listen, I have no issue with the song at all other than the intro. Once the song kicked in, we were off and running. We were off to the races, and I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Would I ever listen to this again? If I'm being honest, guys, I don't know if I would ever go looking for it. I mean, I might go looking for it, but if I'm being honest, I very seriously doubt it. If it came on though, like if I was listening to Spotify or something like that, or some random, rock mix or whatever, and this came on, I wouldn't skip forward. And I wouldn't change the channel. I would absolutely listen to this again, sure. But yeah, 7.2, it's a really good score. For those of you that are new to the channel, maybe you don't know what a 7.2 is. You might be thinking this is grade school, and I'm giving them like a C-. No, it's not a C-, guys. It actually equates more to around a B-, C+. It's a really good score. Now, if you don't believe me, that's okay. I have proof. Scroll down a little bit in the video description. Go ahead, scroll down just a little bit. It's not going to take you very long. You're going to find my scoring system chart. And what you're looking at is 7.0 to 7.9. Now, what does that say? What does it say next to 7.0 to 7.9? It says really good. It doesn't say bad. It doesn't say terrible. It doesn't say okay or pretty good. No, it says really good. And I really feel that this is a really good song. And that's why I'm giving it the really good score of 7.2. So, 7.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job. And I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.